America's Mikey Garcia is an imperious 4-weight world champion.
Fine way to press Mikey. Yes, and an uppercut. Oh, it's the teaching his hurt. The right hook puts him down.
He is known as a boxer puncher with strong fundamentals, formidable punching power, and adaptability.
Mikey has really good footwork also, and it's very solid. That jab and just that right hand is incredible.
Garcia is making the kind of jump greats like Henry Armstrong made, moving up a full weight class without the benefit.
Anybody that wants to come join us on Showtime, they can come and give us a phone call. We're ready for anybody.
He cemented his pound-for-pound status by dropping Robert Easton en route to a unanimous decision win. Recently, in a search of new challenge, the 31-year-old jumped up again and failed to become a 5-weight king by fighting Errol Spence. Juan Estrada recovered from his light flyweight title loss to Roman Gonzalez in fantastic fashion as the Mexican went on to win unified titles at flyweight.
Every fight is different. I can't really compare one fight to the other because of who we fought, but I think I have the style and the technique to definitely pull out the victory.
Estrada broke through against Sorung Visai, outpointing the hard-hitting former champ in an entertaining rematch of their 2018 fight. Estrada was the aggressor early on, pressing the action against the more naturally stronger Sorung Visai. Estrada would like to unify the super flyweight titles next, with a third fight against Sorung Visai likely to happen down the road. Manny Pacquiao is back on the top among the current best welterweights with a win over Keith Thurman on Saturday night.
I've been fighting a lot of opponents, and this guy is heavy-handed, man. I got him in the first round, turning the point of being a winner tonight.
A decision loss to Australia's Jeff Horn 2 years ago shocked many, and after the defeat, Pacman took a full year off.
He's got heart, he wants to fight the best, and that just got to give respect to him.
But when he returned, at age 39, Pacquiao scored his first KO in almost a decade in beating up the dangerous Lucas Matisse.
Pacquiao has done it. Knockout victory and his return fight.
Then, this past January, Pacquiao looked great in coming close to shutting out Adrian Broner over 12 zestful rounds.
And we're in the boxing game to be the best in our division, and we will not duck anybody.
I can still fight, I can give a good fight, I can entertain the fans.
The hard-hitting southpaw is the first fighter in cruiserweight history to unify all 4 major belts.
Maybe not. Even though they're 8 seconds, it's not too late to stop it.
Для того, чтобы, это, наверное, первое качество того, что я хочу.
He won 3 of those belts during the inaugural World Boxing Super Series Cruiserweight tournament, where he also won the first ever Ali Trophy.
He's in brilliant shape. He's at a level that others try to get to so hard.
In his last fight, he scored a brutal 8-round TKO of Tony Bellew, and now he was moving up to the heavyweight division to look for the better and bigger challenges. Despite losing to Canelo Alvarez in their last bout, the Kazakh God of War remains in the top 10. Other than those 2 fights, Golovkin has fought like a monster.
He's a middleweight Mike Tyson.
He's gonna have to do what he has to do. I like that.
A knockout machine.
He went on a 23 knockout streak from 2008 to 2017 and has the highest knockout to win ratio in the middleweight title history at 87%.
How do you feel in the ring at 37?
I feel like a teenager, like first deal, first time,
Hand over the top.
Triple G is also the longest reigning unified middleweight champion with 5 successful title defenses made.
I'm ready to Canelo, just bring him, just ask him, I'm ready, today I stay here.
Inoue is the highest rated fighter from Asia in the pound for pound list. He is called the Monster for his knockout power, and he has a record of 18-0 with 60 knockouts.
What I do well now, I want to be able to use that against all of my opponents, and I'm trying to improve what I have now.
Inoue is a 3-division world champion, having held world titles in the bantamweight, junior bantamweight, and light flyweight divisions.
He's a freak of nature. I've never seen punches like that. So much power, so much accuracy.
He is currently on an 8-fight knockout streak and is coming off a second-round TKO of Emmanuel Rodriguez in the semi-finals of the World Boxing Super Series bantamweight tournament.
A fearsome flurry, and he's down. Lights out for Rodriguez.
Since turning pro, he has not lost a professional bout and is 25-0 with 21 knockouts.
He has what it takes to be the #1 guy in the world.
Here he comes downstairs. Does Pereira want to stop?
Spence has fought as a welterweight since his pro debut, and in 2017 he stopped Kell Brook to win the IBF welterweight title.
I'm about getting belts. I want to be undisputed welterweight champion of the world.
Spence stopped Lemont Peterson and Carlos Ocampo before dominated and outpointed lightweight champion Mikey Garcia to retain his IBF world title.
All the credit to Errol Spence, he's a great champion. He is the truth, he's for real.
Those skills were on display against Garcia, who was outclassed. Canelo is a multiple-time world champion in 3 different weight classes.
Solid right hand. Look at these clean shots. Wow.
He burnished it early with wins over Erislandy Lara and Austin Trout, and ended Miguel Scott's brief reign as a middleweight champion.
What's at stake for Canelo is pride. It's honor. That's why this fight is so intriguing. It's personal.
He won the WBA and WBC middleweight titles after defeating Gennady Golovkin in their rematch in September of last year.
He's a great opponent, but I said, every fighter, the rival depends on the rival that you have. And I am a great fighter, I'm a great rival, and I showed it tonight.
After an easy win over Rocky Fielding, Canelo Alvarez defeats Daniel Jacobs to unify middleweight titles. Crawford burst into the scene after a spectacular knockout win over Yuriorkis Gamboa in 2014.
And Gamboa coming forward. Down goes Gamboa.
Since then, Butt had risen not just in the weight classes, but in the pound-for-pound rankings, captured world titles in 3 different divisions.
Look at myself as a complete fighter. I can fight, I can box, I can counterpunch.
But he doesn't talk a lot of trash.
And I can outsmart and beat my opponent in the ring.
Currently, he is the WBO welterweight champion, having won the belt with a sensational stoppage of Australian Jeff Horn.
Right hook, uppercut, sends him back. Another left hand.
On April 20th, against Amir Khan, Crawford was brilliant, knocking Khan down, beating the will out of a fighter known for going out on his shield. After an historic 396-1 amateur career, double Olympic gold medalist Vasyl Lomachenko has stepped up to become the king of the professionals.
Be in good shape tonight. Oh, good.
Champions in there.
He fought for a world title in his 2nd professional fight, tied a record for winning a world title in his 3rd fight.
The way he moves is insane.
Yeah.
And he's super aggressive.
The Ukrainian has since become the 3-weight world champion, utilizing his ethereal boxing ability to conquer the likes of Gary Russell Jr., Nicolas Walters, Guillermo Rigondeaux, and Jorge Linares.
Motivation, it's my goal, it's my dream. I want to unificate for all titles. That's why I prepare very hard and very seriously for all my opponents.
In his last bout, Ukrainian Sensation produced a display of punching perfection in his demolition of Manchester's Anthony Crolla to underline his credentials to wear the pound-for-pound crown.